What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. Niantic hit us with some absolutely fantastic news. Palkia will be the next raid boss in Pokemon Go. So we end up following up an incredible month of Kyogre Groudon raids, and now we get Palkia. So today we will be talking about the event, giving some more detail as well as how good Palkia will be in Pokemon Go. If you're curious about the timing of the event, go ahead and check it out on the screen. I do think that this is going to be a fantastic month of raiding. But anyways, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So first things first, let's go ahead and cover the counters versus Palkia once it gets added in as raid boss. Go ahead and check out the specific catch CPs. The max CP, of course, at level 20 would be 2280, and then for the boosted CP at level 25, it would be 2850. And then if you go ahead and take a look at just the general counters, you will see Rayquaza, Dragonite, and Palkia leading the pack, followed by Salamence, Latios, and then of course Gardevoir. As many of you may or may not know, Dragon type is super effective against Dragon type, so Dragon types in general are probably going to be a good counter. It's just who's going to end up being the best Dragon. That's why you see pretty much all Dragon types on here. And then as far as the actual time of the beating of the Pokemon, if you go ahead and check out the simulation from PokeBattler, you will see a very similar result. We've got Rayquaza in at the number 1 spot, Palkia actually in at the number 2. So if you do end up getting yourself a Palkia, it's probably going to be worth powering up and then using it against Palkia on itself, since of course Dragon type is super effective against Dragon type. But we will be talking about whether or not it is worth it to invest your Stardust into Palkia soon, so let's go ahead and dive into that. Palkia with a max CP of 3,991. Palkia is a dual type of water and dragon typing. So Palkia is an absolute monster. Of course, it does unfortunately fall a little bit short of that 4,000 CP mark, but that does not stop it from being a fantastic Pokemon. When we go ahead and take a look at the stats, you will see that its best stat is its attack stat at 280, ranked out at 9th. Rayquaza's is a little bit higher than that. And then its worst stat is its stamina, but even then, it ranks out at 153. And then the overall ranking of Palkia is actually 17th in Pokemon Go, which is nothing to laugh at. So for Palkia, it's definitely important to take a look at the moveset because that is really going to determine how well of a Pokemon it is going to be. So here you go, here are all of the moves available. As far as what I would personally recommend, I do think that Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor are an absolute must. When you get into the second charge move, you can focus on Fire Blast as more of like a PvP sense, or you could actually go with Hydro Pump because it's not going to be that bad of a water type attacker. It's of course not going to outperform something like a Kyogre, which can dedicate a double water type moveset. Unfortunately, Palkia does not have that, so we're just kind of limited as to what we can really do with it. So of course the choice is up to you. Now, why is Palkia not taking on that number 1 spot? Why is it, you know, a little bit further away from Rayquaza and kind of tied with Dragonite and a couple of other ones? Well, for me personally, I think it has to do with the moveset. We've got Draco Meteor, which to me this says that we're probably going to see another Palkia like either a day or a month, or it's going to be a new feature in the future where it will probably get a better moveset. It will probably get, you know, at least a featured one. Outrage obviously would be the most ideal for the dragon typing, but at the same time, we just need something better than just a 1-bar charge move. I know for PvP, if we end up getting something like Dragon Claw, I mean, people would be absolutely going crazy for that. Of course, Palkia only knows a certain amount of moves. I'm not sure if they line up in that or not, but that's definitely worth the discussion. So if Palkia ends up coming back, at least now what you can do is focus on building up a lot of candy for it, and then if it ends up returning in the future, you'll already be ready to go, and then you can power up the new one once the new moveset becomes available. So yeah, that just about wraps up the video. Palkia is going to be so much fun to go out there and raid, and I'm actually going to end on the question of the day kind of focused on Palkia. When you talk about Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, all part of the creation trio, which one is your favorite? Is it Palkia? Is it Giratina? Or is it Dialga, which will come in the future? Definitely let me know in the comments section below. And if you did enjoy this episode, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I wanted to extend a huge thank you to the supporters over at Patreon. You definitely make this possible, and I 100% appreciate this support. If you are interested in supporting my channel on Patreon, definitely feel free to check out the link in the description.